Hello, how are you doing today? Hello. Make sure I'm all good, set up, ready to go. Today, we are gonna do some drawing, as always. And happy Monday. How was your weekend? And how did it go for everyone? Good. I did good. I had a good time this weekend. Well, I worked, so I'm just glad to progress things. But other than that, I'm just happy to say I'm loving this progress so far. We need to get to volume 3 or volume 4. Volume 4, excuse me. Get to volume 4. It was okay except for my brother being rude and hitting me. Sibling rivalry. It happens. It will happen. I'll get into altercations with some of my family, but not as much as we used to as a What is going on, Yoshi? How are you? Yes, getting these pages done. Oh, and I've been reading your book, by the way. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm on chapter 3 right now. So I'm going to read some more when I get off of here tonight. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I'll be doing some fan art for you when I'm done reading it, if you don't mind. No, I'll tell you, I'm liking it so far. It's pretty funny, very creative. Nice. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, I am. So yeah, I'll be reading more of it tonight. Yeah, it's just glad it's Monday and we're on schedule. Of course, you can do fan art. Oh yeah. Oh, I plan on it. I'm picking which character I want to do, so that's why I'm reading further into it. So if I have a favorite character I want to draw, so yeah, give me a little time. I ain't gonna be like forever, but yeah, it'll be very soon. So you guys enjoy your weekend? Oh yeah, yeah, I'm loving it. It's kind of nice and cool down here where I'm at, working at the moment. So tonight, if uh, if Ralph allows me to drop the link, I will. Yeah, go ahead, man. You are welcome to. I do not mind. Yeah, promote it, please. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Need spoilers, but I can't visit the website. My mother puts. Oh, I see. Well, I better watch my language. But you know what? Yeah, try to put my stuff on. I put my stuff child restricted, so I can't visit really anything. Yeah, yeah, my channel is restricted for that. Like videos I put up a lot. I don't put it for kids because sometimes I'll draw stuff and I don't want kids seeing that stuff. No, you can't let your wait. Don't read it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, exactly. So yeah, we can get in trouble for that kind of stuff, and I don't. We draw like manga and it's pretty adult stuff, and I don't want kids or minors being exposed to this kind of stuff. I mean, you got the kids stuff, but not, like the adult stuff. No. Why did I draw her arm so? It's actually stupid. That's fine. It's not X-rated, but definitely targeted towards older audience. Yes. Same like yeah. We gotta fix that. Yeah, but for adults now, I'm just man, what the hell? So I think I should have made her lean over a little bit more because the placement. Yeah, please don't read my the language. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's fun. So, just making sure this is right. Let's see here. Um, so how long have you been writing that, Yoshi? Man, I feel like I screwed. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. I'm bothered by how I drew this. Screwed it up. I need to see something. I think our arm should be down instead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to white this out and go ahead and fix that and go to the next panel. Let that dry for a bit before I white it out. Damn it. Yeah, we got to fix that. I've been writing it for about 3 years now and just letting the story do what it wants. Yeah, it feels like organic in a way. Because you build your characters up and build the world, and then you just kind of like let them do their thing. Yeah, her arms need to be down. Write the characters and they let the story happen. Yes, yes. Alright, we gotta fix this. This is gonna bother me real quick. But yeah, that's what I like about that. How you doing, LeMay? How are you doing tonight? We're doing the usual. It's Monday, and we're doing some arting. Working on Under God Volume 3 and just hanging out and drawing. Alright, I need my back button. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. What's going on, Lady Elena? Oh, thank you. That animation, I like that animation. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Yeah, much appreciated. That was pretty cool. It was... Hello, Nayland. How are you doing tonight? How are you doing, Epoxy Resin? Everyone's here. Well, we have 7 people here. And if you guys like, put a like on this video, and if you're new here, subscribe. But I'm glad to have you guys here, and if you guys want to chill and do some drawing for a couple hours, let's go ahead. Let's try to get volume 3 done as soon as possible. But at the same time, not lose, you know, the quality. You know. All right. So I gotta let this dry for a bit, and I'm gonna jump over, different panels. I always do it because you just don't want to work on, of course, wet whiteout. I have to change out my ink soon. Thing is to always remember to shake your ink before you start. But yeah, no, everything is good. This weekend, this weekend kind of flew by pretty quick. I have to admit. Quite a few people here. I'm glad. Yeah, me too. Is it just me, or are there only like 5 pixels on the screen? Is it that bad? Is it that bad for real? Oh shit, that's not good. A little bit. Should I? No, it's not that bad. Maybe it's something on my end. Who knows? Oh, if it gets bad, you guys please all let me know. And I guess sometimes if I move too fast, it'll start getting all like yucky looking. So I better kind of just paste it, I guess. So yeah, it dries pretty quick, this whiteout. I'm just loving how the story is progressing and what's to come, because there's going to be a lot of mystical beings showing up here. This is like, I know when it comes down to it, it's going to be really pushing the limits on some things. So now what I'll do is come here, see if I can mess with that a bit, and I can hit it with a pencil, just to give me a little guide of where her arms are going to be placed at. So I need it to where she just set down the tray. And I have to give that appearance of like as if she's like in the middle of a motion, like in the middle of an action. Sorry I didn't chat for a bit. My brother's stealing my stuff. You're fine. Eh, I'll try to get it back. Yes. As a person who plans on making a book, any tips for do's and don'ts and what to expect? Um, hmm. Some do's and don'ts. Do's. Uh, shit. Uh, create. Be disciplined. Create like a discipline for yourself. Be motive. Not motivated because motivation only lasts for so long. So you got to create a discipline, but also you gotta also want to make your story. Um, trying to think of a don't. I mean, there's like so many factors. I mean, even I need to take some of my advice. Um, Let me think about that for a second, because there's a lot of do's and don'ts. Like, and it depends on how you want to work. Uh, Make sure you take breaks, in between. But when it comes to like writing your story and doing all that stuff, it's like, how dedicated are you going to stay? Um, because I mean, there's days I don't want to do this. I don't feel like drawing, but I do it anyways, and that's where your discipline will come in. Um, some don'ts. Try not to burn out, and by that, what I'm saying is burning out, like overworking yourself. Learn how to kind of manage your time. Man, that does not look right. I'll work around it, and then if I okay, let's see. Thanks for letting me sprinkle Under God in the anime I'm doing. Yeah, that's fine. You asked me, and I agreed. I'll make sure I do justice. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really want to take this thing pretty far as well. Got my stuff back. Stole my from MHA. Well, they shorten her back up a bit, as if she's getting up. Taking too long in that panel. So now what I'll do, because I need to hit her back right here with some white out, because she's looking a little rough. So carefully, I'll race around the ink. 'Cause right now I'm very impatient. Thing is, I hate if I'm gonna fight with a panel, I get a little perturbed that I stay on too long. And I don't want to smear the ink on that. So I'm gonna have to let this dry just a little bit. I'll get this here. And we'll come back to her on this, because, yeah, it's just too much fighting with that. How you doing, Nico Holiday? We are all here chilling out, having a hangout, and working on some art. Working on Under God Volume 3, and we're pushing to get to Volume 4. How's your weekend? How was your weekend? Let's see. So yeah, let that dry. Let's see here. How long do you plan on it to be? 35 volumes. Yeah, Under God is going to be 35 volumes. It has to be because of the events and everything that's going to unfold. This is like my magnum opus. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like this is one of those stories that I've been waiting for years to put together, and it feels like it's finally right. Okay, so weird and sort of off topic, but I'm trying to figure out why the quality is the way it is, and it's the same problem for this live stream up to 6 days ago when it's normal. So I have no idea what the issue is. Also, have you planned out all of the Undergod already? Yeah, it's planned out. I know like major events and things that's going to happen, but in between, there's things that I change, as the journey's going. I already know what's going to happen, but yes. But yeah, no, hopefully it's not. I wonder because I have it horizontal, is it causing that? Or when I move and work, does it go all blurry and stuff? How you doing, Randy? Good evening. You should be getting your books soon. They're all sent out. I just gotta hit the notifications on Shopify, but they're all sent. I'll get that together. But how are you doing tonight, Randy? Just in general, it's pixelated, but apparently it's just for me. No worries. I'm excited. Can't wait to read it. Yeah, my bad, Epoxy Res. I don't know what the heck is going. Cause I've got it a few times where, hey man, it's looking blurry or it looks like, and I'm just like, my bad. I need to go invest in a camera. Alright, I don't think it's a you problem. I mean, hey, what's going on, Renown Zero? Share the stream out. What up? Share the stream out. How are you doing? No, it's pixelated for me too, but I'm okay with it. It's like Game Boy graphics pixelated. Good. Are you gonna be streaming tonight or uploading any more videos, Renown Zero? Oh, you guys check out Renown Zero. He's an awesome dude, and he reviews indie creators. As a matter of fact, I'm putting a piece for him together, so I'm preparing for that. So I'm gonna redo his character. Yeah, I don't mean for this to look like. Oh, what time are you gonna? What time are you gonna play? Because I'm gonna be on here till like 9:30, old YouTube level. Gonna have Per Bird. Oh yeah, another indie creator. Yes. Yeah, I put a notification on that. I'm gonna watch that. But yeah, when I get Volume Two physicals, dude, totally, I would love to do an interview. Okay, 9 p.m. All right. Yes. All right. Okay, I'll be there, but I'm gonna be 30 minutes late. So yeah, you guys check out Renown Zero. Check out his channel. Dude's an awesome dude. Uh, and I support what he does. And you guys go check him out. I like this whole indie scene and how like everyone's kind of coming together. So hey, I'll be there definitely. I will be there. And I suggest you guys go check him out. He's gonna be playing Donkey Kong Bonanza tonight. So yeah. So I'd be watching and be drawn. So that's what I'd be doing. Oh yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I understand. Like right now, there's this whole indie scene in the West, how things are going, and new creators popping up, and it's exciting. I like it, because it's like, it feels like, like I don't know, trying to word it. I need a swig real quick. I'm gonna take a drink. I'd love to support the indie scene more, and maybe one day I can be a member of it. Hopefully, man, creator or not, you are supporting it. Anytime you buy anyone's like independent book or like not even mine, just like other creators like Penguin Boy, uh, in a world with my gun, in another world with my gun, like stuff like that, like Yoshi and Penguin Boy by Martial Arts, Lubento. There's so many creators, and it's cool that we're all kind of like networking and getting to know each other. Then you got Brian Christopher Mossy, and man, you got a lot of people. Everyone's doing their thing. Comic Kin, Kova's Lookout. You got even got Coffee Comics and Onsurogo, Onsulgo. So yeah, so that's cool that everyone's doing their thing, and like I said, it's exciting. I like it because not everyone agrees with each other or whatever, but I'm just glad to see. I don't know, just people doing their thing. I'm not doing this stuff by myself, and there's actually other people doing this stuff. Is it getting like really kind of? Well, I'll just keep working. If it's starting to look like you know, uh, N64 blurriness like that, then and don't get me wrong, I love the N64. So, but like blurry textures and stuff. My bad. I'm just like all over the place now. So right now, well, I can't give away the story. I'm just gonna draw, and whatever you guys need to ask, I'll answer. What do a lot of indie creators have more imagination than the mainstream? Um, no, there's even the mainstream, it's just the indie scene is like you get all kinds of different kinds of works and everyone wanting to put out their own stories without a big industry backing them saying if you can. It's the freedom. I love the freedom of it and seeing everyone also recognizing the freedom of creating their own works and not being bogged down by something big, I guess. What is going on, Johansson Perch or Mr. Perch? We're doing our usual. It's Monday night, or Monday, not Monday night. It's Monday. It's gonna be soon, but just doing our usual. Uh, Working on volume 3 of Undergod currently. I should have just used the brush on that because it's so much easier. Make sure those bangs are cut right. And the eyebrows, because the eyebrows are like right below her bangs, so it's kind of like a very small space to work with. Just finished drawing. Didn't even realize I got a notification from YouTube. Oh yeah. Well, I've only started what half an hour, 31 minutes ago. So you're still early. Under God, an awesome name. Thank you. That's what my one buddy said. I mean, it went through a few names, but Under God just stuck. I hadn't even changed the logo or the look of the title too. So there's a limited number amount of these first volumes. It's an awesome story too. Thank you, Yoshi. It's it's just like what Yoshi says, like the organic. It's just like you just let it go. You create the story, the world, the characters, and you just let them do their thing. Don't do the thinking for them. Let I know it's kind of weird, but it's like let them. How would they think in this situation? Because you can easily say, well, this is what I would have done, because that's what you would have done. But what would this character have done? You know. So I always try to keep that always in mind when I create. I always keep that in mind. Yeah, much appreciated. When I get quiet like this, or I'm just like focusing for a second, just making sure things are right on. But I try to do my best to read your guys' messages, comments, instead of letting them get drawn out for a long time. Yeah, like the weekends, I'm gonna take weekends and like, I mean, I'll still work, but I'm gonna just take those as personal, like to focus on finishing the work for Under God, and because I got to start the go ahead and get started on the new manga title as well. Um, yeah, the character designs for that and all that stuff. That's really important for next year, and I will not reveal it until it gets close to that time. And I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit here and there, but I won't reveal it until I feel it's damn near where it needs to be. I will not say what it is yet, quite yet. But yeah, you got to be 18 and up to read Under God, just because of the stuff in it, and like I plan on it to. It's gonna be for mature audience. It's not, but even in the future, I'll write stories that are PG-13, kids friendly and for all ranges. But right now, this is the focus. I've been working on some figure drawing practice today. Been struggling getting the proportions correct in different positions. It's been a struggle. I mean, but you're doing it. It's better that you do it than not, and you're getting the practice in. And the more you do it, the easier it'll get. So no, good. It's good that you're doing that. That you're taking the effort to do it. Then I got to draw sevens. He's sitting on the couch. And even with the pencil work, I don't. I have like brief outlines of where the character's gonna be and what they're doing, and then the pen, the ink, I'll just kind of freestyle. I already know, like from my storyboard, storyboard boards, I know what's gonna. I see what's happening, and I just kind of follow my storyboard, and I pencil out the scenes, and then I'll go ahead and ink them freestyle. I'm clear who else was young, but we go around the 18 mark to read or watch something awesome. I don't know. It's just don't want to ruin you guys' minds. Just want to tell a story, but at the same time, it's the world that they live in. It's pretty grim, but there is hope. There can sometimes I don't really say believe in hope, but there's a chance for change. It doesn't always have to be bleak. So yeah. Looks awesome. Can't wait to read it. Yeah, no, I always I'm gladly for anyone to read Under God. I mean, of course you have to be, but yeah, um, you know, I'm learning as I go with some things, and but at the same time, I know the story that I'm writing. You can you can if you're the light, like even doing like working with a nib like this or any kind of medium, I don't care. It's when you how you lay your shadows and light, find your light sources and all that stuff to make things feel like there's weight to it and makes it believable. In some ways, not like flat. And give it and also learn to draw the contours. Like instead of like going flat, learn to curve your lines with the shape of the body and or whatever object you're working on. So you're kind of like sculpting the lines, not just drawing them. Well, you have to try it out, and you'll see. Using the different terms, the words, like instead of like, well, I'm gonna just draw it. Try like sculpting the lines. Like work around your drawings, work around the light. Question: I was doing organic forms. Does it help in art, and how? Yeah, it does. Like anatomy and all that. It helps. But it depends, like what's your style and what you're going for. But also you can be like, well, I kind of want to exaggerate the features on people, like October's eyes, they're bigger than normal, I intended that because I was inspired by manga and old school comics. So I'm keeping that going in some way, like I love that look. I love the feel. And I love the way stories were told. You know, and this stuff, it's not your tip. It's not, it's like I don't know. It's like writing movies, but in like picture form. It's like you're doing a movie, but they're like stills, and you're just kind of writing the storyboard and drawing it, and people follow it. If you can draw basic shapes, forms, in perspective, you can draw literally anything. That's very true. Yes, very true. Yes. So a good practice is drawing a cylinder. Um, like you can draw a cylinder and stuff, or like different shapes. Yes, and just practice with like the extremes of them. Like if you're gonna draw a cylinder, like I guess I'm gonna have to show you an example. Where's my paper? Okay, so here's an example. So I can be like this, like like from that circle, and you can be like, all right, well, do another circle, and from there you're working with perspective. You see, you're working already. Now, what if I say, okay, well, that's gonna be a person's arm, so I'll do a little ball there for a joint, and maybe I'll do another cylinder here, but now I gotta make it slightly bigger. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't be messing this up, huh? And then when you start filling in all the lines and stuff, you can start adding muscles and all that. Like start adding shapes to your stuff. So now you're building muscle and all that stuff. Where's my other pen? Where are you? Hiding from me. So then you take a well emphasize. Now you got like arms and stuff. You'll say, and it's funny. I've been hit with this a lot, and every people always come up to me, and it's throughout my whole fucking life. Like, dude, I know someone that can draw better than you and do this. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, why do you need to bring that to my attention? Like, that's cool. Everyone does whatever they do, but that's fine. I'll draw the way I need to draw. So, you see what I mean? It's how you manipulate shapes. You can start it off with stick figures too. Like, all right, well, let's do that. Okay, that's the elbow, shoulder, wrist, and then we can add a ball there for a hand. Let's start adding shapes to it. All right, start filling it up. Add the shapes. Start fleshing it out. See, now we got an arm with a fist, shoulders, chest, collarbone. You see what I mean? It's just how you mess with shapes. So yes, mess with cylinder. Okay, mess with that. Do stuff like this all day and get an understanding of what you're doing so you can get a feel of it. Same with the cubes, blocks, all that stuff. Hmm. So that's not too perfect. All right, so that was a little short tutorial, and I have to get back to this. Okay, where's my pen? We're working on this panel here, and we need to go ahead and get 7 in. So yeah, I fucking love the nib. I love the working with nibs and not, just traditional in general. But yes, but yeah, practice your shapes, shape language, perspectives, and all that. It's you gotta practice that. Gestures, I've talked to Marshall about it, like working with gestures, you know, all that stuff. You got to. Well, I've meant it's just it really helps. So you're not overthinking of, well, that doesn't look right. How do I do this? So yeah, not gonna shove my ideas down your guys' throats and be like, no. Cannot recommend gesture drawing enough. Yes, definitely practice that. I highly recommend it as well. Helped me so much with form and made me a lot faster. Yes, it'll save you so much time because then you'll understand what goes where and what doesn't go. Make sure that lamp is right on because the thing is, like, the light being casted, the warm glow from the lamp, like everything's gotta feel like it's lived in, feel alive. Well, that's my approach. You don't have to do that. This is what I'm going for this scene, and I don't want to lose that comfort, that warm feel of this place because they've been, outside, and I mean they traveled. They were in a city center, but for once, actually, like, I mean they did chill out a bit, but it's like one of those things where it's like, and they're about to find out some stuff, and I kind of like the setting of it. I don't want to lose that feel of it because in a way I can feel this room, and I'm just trying to interpret it as the best that I can from my mind, and that can be a bit of a challenge, but at the same time, it's just like, trying to word it right. Yeah, yeah, definitely learn the gesture drawings, learn shape language, um, learn those things. Make sure her shoulders are squared off and right. She's got the little backpack strap. So yes, but yeah, and then when we come back, we'll erase all the pencil marks, and then we can go back over and put in more details, you know, and we'll make this look really nice. We'll make this look really nice. And yeah. So she should be drawing up here in this panel. And I can start erasing away. Yeah, no. Can't believe how fast this week went by, or how fast this month is almost over. You know, it's halfway over. What I learned: don't be afraid to go back to the basics. You'll come back stronger. Yes, like a Super Saiyan. You may kick your ass for a bit, but you come back and you're like, nah, I got this. I can do this. Am I gonna let this beat my ass? No, I'm gonna come back stronger every time. Okay, so take our little feather duster, get rid of all the eraser marks. Yeah, 2025 is almost over. Exactly. Time flies. Precisely. Stuff goes by way too quick, especially when you're having fun and things are just party's over before you know it. Sometimes I'll have some problems. I don't want her to hook off a bit. Her arm needs to be down here. What is going on, CC Nelson? Raquel. Yeah, like Backstreet Boys. Yeah, yeah. We are here. Fuck. Did I? Oh, I'll just go back to this. I fight with myself a lot, so. But yes. How are you doing today, CC? And let's see. All right, now she should be dry. Yeah, she's dry. Go ahead and erase. I like kind of piecing things together, like all the characters, just kind of like build it up. So what I'll do, I'll just focus on getting the characters done, and I'll get him. Always go for what's I can do pretty quick, the easiest. It's like October and Sevens are is the easiest for me to work on. It's quicker, fast. Do you read it left to right or right to left? Left to right. All is well, thanks. How about you? I'm doing well. The weekend went by so quick. We were just talking about, and it's already Monday. We're here. Before we know it, it's going to be Friday already. Already. Or I'll just black out her hair. And her expression, kind of like, oh, like an uncertain look. Kind of like, well, go ahead and put. You can go ahead and, because in this scene, she's got a bag on, and in the bag it's her tail. She keeps her Sevens made her disguise. I don't want to give it out too much, but it's like, but she has her tail in a bag. Put her freckles in. Eyes. Next. Me. Lore. Oh, you want the lore of things? Well, let's just say, man, because the deep lore is going to be here in Volume 3, and you won't learn much. I mean, you learn some vague stuff about it in the, beginning, but you won't know. Because the thing is, I don't want to ruin it for my readers as well. Right now, he's dealing with cannibals, a moon god, finding October, and October's trying to find out where she's from or where she at. Like trying to get the hang of things and understand this world that she lives in. But yeah, I keep things vague because I don't want to ruin it for everyone. It's not like, well, I need to know the whole damn story before I even get the book. Well, then what's the point? I'm feeling better than I did a few days ago. Good. I had a sustain a belly flop fall at practice, and I feel on my. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll freaking hurt. Well, hopefully, yeah, definitely, yeah. Gotta be more a little careful there. Give me a second. Oops, this nib's starting to go down. I have to fix her chest up. Let's see. Using October's tail bag as a pill. That would be a good, interesting. Huh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, you could totally do that, yeah. But yeah, no, that would, yeah, I would, I guess. Bro, your manga also has a moon god twinning, yes. And this is on volume 3. You guys will find out about a lot of that. And, um, shoot, what am I saying? You'll find out a lot about it, and things are gonna get really interesting. And I just can't wait to get to those panels because of what's gonna happen, and the creatures and the beings in it. I wouldn't even say creatures because they don't. I don't think they would want to be called that. They're sentient, very smart. Now their three mind is a little different. But yeah, using her tail bag as a pillow. Yeah, she's got to keep it in a bag and not disguise to move around the world for now. And that's what I'll give you guys for now. A little necklace on her neck here, and her dress. She's a little on the thick side, so it's okay. So yeah, got her hands behind her back, kind of like straddling it, just kind of because her guest was like, "Go ahead, take your bag off," and she's kind of grabbing her little bag, and it's like, her tail bag, and she's like, yeah, you can always apply pressure if you want thicker lines. And I know I'm gonna keep saying this in all my videos until it's drilled in your head. So it's like one of those things like it's okay. It's like the pressure you push down on your nib on this, you can get thicker or thinner lines. So if you kind of feather it, you can get thinner lines and work kind of fast. The thing is, that's why I try to do like hover and feather these nibs so I can keep them longer. How are you doing, Oba John? We're chilling out, working on Under God Volume 3 and a sort of other things. Just it's Monday night and it's the beginning of the week. Well, I guess technically Sunday's supposed to be. But anyways, yeah. No, Sunday's at the end. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, so we gotta get our work in. We gotta pay dues and get our pages done. So right now we are trying to get to volume 4, and it's just I'm so excited for what's gonna happen in this volume. I'm like really excited to show you guys like when it comes out, and I won't be having a long, it won't be taking as long to get these physical copies either because I'm making that priority number one and working on getting internationals as well. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We have to. It's the only way we can expand. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and add her shadows in. Ooh, my iPad is fighting me again. Bish, don't do this to me. No, I'm asking nicely. Rough it up a bit. Might have to beat it up. And yeah, I don't, yeah. Animation is tormenting. Oh, I bet. Oh, I know. Yeah, I bet. But what you're doing and stuff. The very first thing I learned animation on was, well, besides doing it on paper and stuff, you know, Mario Paint. They had a little animation thing in there, and just off with all the dumb shit we would do. Create, use your notebooks to teach the iPaddy lesson. Yeah, the notebook will get jelly and be like, all right, I want to work now. Turn me on. You're a Clippy now. Clip Studio. What's a Clippy? If that's what you mean. Yep, I'm joining the revolution. Let's see. Yeah, we need some. Uh, oh yeah. What about that? Congrats. You don't know Clippy from old school Microsoft? No. Fill me in. I feel kind of dumb. Uh, no, I don't. Probably do, but I just don't right at the moment. Keep me updated. So we have our light source. The lamp is coming to her right, from her right side, and I want to make sure the shadows are hidden right. And this is without the ink washes. Dude, you're exposing my age. Yes. Something happened that has ruined my day. What happened? Is it something here in the chat or is it something outside of here? Come back and let her dry. Well, if you'd like to share with us, uh, hopefully it's not life threatening. Clippy was a virtual assistant that was better than the AI shit we got. Despite it was it like an animated like a figure and it just did like a few little movements and then like present the information out like in a little word bubble. That little thing. Yeah, sort of. Okay. Yeah. I made her nostril a little too wide, but I can see if I can. It's fine. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Now her head's a little too big. Let me shorten that down a bit. Uh, did it just like my thing just said, "Oh, you're live on the morning from see because some rubbing alcohol, like a bottle that spray that shit. You can spray them and it'll kill them. Hopefully, it will kill them, and you might have to give your cats a bath too. Yeah, it's no bueno, man. Better fleas than bed bugs, I guess. I've watched those YouTube videos on. Screw that. I get goosebumps. I'm gonna have to work on her nose a little bit. Yeah, bed bugs. I knew someone. Oh wow, some time ago. Like his house was infested. I never went there, and I worked with him. Also, make sure you wash things after they're on your bed. Yeah, wash this. Yeah, wash your sheets too. Throw that stuff in the washer. Um, but yeah, but yeah, he had bed bugs really bad. So we call him BB King. And but yeah, those things are whatever. It's just like I ain't going in your house. But yeah, those YouTube videos like that kind of stuff, I see that I'm like, ooh, I got limits too, man. When it comes to that crap. Yeah, come on, BB King. Not like not to derogatory the guitar player. It's just Bedbug King. It's stupid names. But yeah, no. I'm gonna fix her nose a bit. It's okay. Then I'll paint her over. But what I'm doing, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this and that, and go ahead and paint them up. Yeah, sure. BB King, wielding bedbug sounds like a joke. Yeah, but yes, wash your sheets. If you got a spray bottle with some alcohol in there, like spray around, your bed or any area that you would sit at, or the seams or corners. Just if they're fleas too, just get rid of that stuff. That stuff works. Some 90%. Then I've got to be real careful because I don't want to get on this panel over here and then start smearing ink. Because I gotta fix some stuff on that panel. And we just keep on moving. I got the other pages set aside here too. Like, thing is, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. Like that. Gotta keep some mystery. I love the music in Skyrim and Oblivion. It's the same guy that did the music in Secret of Evermore. One of my favorite games too. Awesome game. Somebody told me, oh, that game sucked. No, that's your opinion, but I love that game. Yeah, BB King would be a good JoJo stance. A character in this stance. Go ahead, erase the excess. Get it all nice and clean. And we still got little pencil marks around. And what we'll do is clean it up some more. This makes things a little much more easier. Just want to work with a clean surface and make sure things just run smooth on it. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping in and hanging out. If you guys want, put a like on this video. And if you're new here, subscribe. Every little bit counts and helps. And we're just getting the word out that we're creating a manga here in the West. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just creating manga and I'm not joining like no groups or stuff. I'm just doing my thing. So yeah, let's do this. Angels of the Renaissance, OLM, whatever. So yeah, fuck yeah. Me just watching you just shows how much work I'll have to do. That's what's up. You got to. If you really want to do this, you got to put in the work. It's not, and don't, take long breaks. You keep your momentum going. If you want it that bad, you'll work for it and you'll do it. What general vibe would the soundtrack of Undergod have? Man, Good. I gotta think about that, Yoshi. Good thought. I mean, I like all kinds of stuff, you know? Because you got town music, you got outdoor music, you got. What if the characters have their own, like, track? It's a good idea. I have to think about that. Did you just say oil up? No. Uh, no. I didn't say that. I don't think so. No, I didn't. I don't have mattress covers, so I'm screwed. I don't have mattress cover. I mean, can you? I mean, is it really late in the day for you today? Like right now? Well, not today, but right now. Do you have enough time to throw it in the washer and then dryer? And while you're doing that, you can go ahead and just kind of like, um, what is it called? Exterminate while your stuff's being washed. And there, got her hair looking all right. And we need to erase some stuff here. But before we do that, I want to come up here and do the same thing with her hair. Make sure it's all saturated. Same with sevens. If you can wash your mattress, then spray it. Yeah, but yeah, I love the music in Skyrim. The thing is, like, um, one game I want to go back to is like old school Morrowind. First time I played it was on the old school Xbox when I had it. And I got into that. What is going on, Ray Rahu? I like that painting you did. See you be grinding. My day's going pretty good. How about yours? What do I spray it with? If you can find some rubbing alcohol and put a spray nozzle on that, use that. That's instant death for those things. For whatever creature, it will end them. I would You can put bleach in there if you want, but don't do that. But yeah, rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. Seeing you working. Good. Are you gonna be streaming tonight? I'm gonna watch Renown Zero at 9:30 when I jump off. Catch up on his stream. So you guys, I'd recommend go check him out. Subscribe if you like. Dude's pretty awesome. He's promoted Under God, him and martial arts. Lubenso promoted it when no one else would during the Kickstarter phase, and so I'm like, yeah, I've always thought that was cool, and I respect that, and I'll always remember that. I don't forget things. Yeah, we'll continue to paint your commission. Oh, good, good, and yeah, no, I'm glad you're getting work your way, and you've been staying on your grind, and you just do it, man. But how long have you? Did you just receive this paint commission? Oh, that's awesome. Like that, and then we'll go ahead and hit up some parts. She should be dry here. And now we can go ahead and take our little eraser tool, clean away all them sticks. And if we need to, we can come back. Just want to make sure all that looks nice. This particular commission was on and off with the client. It's the third one from him. Might have a fourth still coming, still discussing. That's what's up. Always feels good to complete work for people. Just doing, you're doing something personal for someone, and if they enjoy it, it's good to kind of give that service a bit. Never sell yourself short. I mean, I've got complaints like, why do you sell your book for $10? Because I can. But when it comes to my paintings and stuff, my originals, that's not going to be $10. That's going to have prices on there, and that can vary as well. So I'm not. The books are there. I don't mind doing it because this is a story I want to tell, and I'm not going to rely on someone else to, to be like, hey, I can do whatever anyone else can do. You know, that's how I look at things. Like, if it comes down to certain things, but if I need something done that I'm not fast enough in, then I'll be like, hey, can you do this for me? I'm willing to pay you. Like, kind of have like that kind of partnership, but I'm not gonna get rid of Under God and and the stuff I do for like lose all that time just for someone's greed and lose all that and not complete the story. That's just fuck that. No one's got time for that shit. And no, I worked hard to get here and to do what I'm doing, and I'm not doing it for someone to take all that away. That's just like literally stepping in blood right there, because that's just like damn. Oh, so you put your blood, sweat, and tears into something, and I don't like it being underappreciated. And it's like one of those things like, um, yeah, in a workplace, yeah, you can be underappreciated and stuff, but when you're making something that's coming from you, and I mean everyone has different appreciations for whatever for things or whatever, but for me to put this time in and what I'm doing, I'm not trying to like, hey, take my license or what I'm doing and do whatever you want with it. Screw that. It's like what's the point of living if those things are taken from you, or even doing it. I truly feel that way. Win, Ralph. Thank you. Thank you. No, for real. I feel very passionate about my work and what I do, and you know. So to my fans that get my work and all, you know, awesome. Thank you. And I will keep creating for my fans and for the people that appreciate art and story writing and all that stuff. That's the crowd that I want. I don't want people that's here for drama and stuff. I'm here to create and make my books and put out the work. That's all I can do. I ain't got time. You come here, you see me work. True. Take your chance to take an amazing story, losing precisely. There, it's like, okay, like no, man, I'm making this. I'm gonna make this happen. I hear dumbass derogatory remarks and stuff. It's just like, who cares? I'll keep making this. The people that follow what I do will appreciate it. The ones outside can't understand or will never understand. and that's okay. You can't please everyone, and that's all right. Not everyone's gonna like you. You have to accept there's people out there that fucking hate you. Meet them or not, they've already made their opinions on you. So all I can do is create and put out my work and not worry about what other people are doing. You know. So Seven's gonna be sitting here responding, and he's so ready to eat. It's like, man, I'm like ready to fucking eat, man. And he's got his knife and fork in his hand. Did you get some hate? Oh no, not like that. I'm sure there's like little low things, but no. Facts. Life is too short to be drowning in drama. The pages must get done precisely. But I'm sure in the future it may happen. May I don't know. But all I can do is do the work and just let my work speak for me, and speak for that's it. And speak for the community I'm trying to build or the my fan base I'm trying to build. So that's all I can do for you guys. Like the people that appreciate the work and indies, the indie creators, indie books and all that. Yeah. Uh, I just plan on just doing the work, get it done, and putting it out there. I keep sounding like a broken record, but that's my goal. And I can't slow down. I can't stop for drama. There's just no time for that. And yes, life is too short for drama. You can have your rivals and stuff. People saying, "Hey, man," and that's fine. It's healthy competition. So yeah. So yeah. So let this dry a bit. Because I can still see like wet spots on her head, and I have to hit that a little bit with some whiteout, because then her head feels a little big, and like fix that here a bit. But I have to do something up here because I'm not satisfied with this up there. Yeah. And then when you keep adding too much whiteout, then it gets all the surface becomes kind of it's like trying to draw on rocks. Make sure your eyes are like not all crooked and stuff. Have you thought about doing some colored pages? No, I ain't doing that. If I'm gonna have anything colored, posters or front covers, yeah, I ain't doing that. It'll throw the whole everything off. I mean, you can do a little like color here and there, but for this, nah, I'm good. I could do. The thing is, like in the future, I mean, I'll have like colored books and stuff, but I'd probably want to go for like a acrylic and watercolor approach for this certain book in the future. He said, "Nah, man, it would be cool though. Yeah, it'd be cool, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. I just, I do well. No, I'll be honest. I, I might on some, but not on this. You know, in other future works, yeah, but not on this. I leave that for the posters and the front covers on Under God. Because I know Berserk, they've done that. Like certain mangas, they've done that. Where they'll put a few colored images in the book, and it goes from there, and then it'll go back to black and white. You know, but yeah, right now I'm just keeping it as such. But if I decided to, then it would be like in the opening first few pages on a chapter. You know, something like that. If that's what you meant. Selective coloring can slap when done right. Yes. Like with blood or certain things like because at first my one buddy thought I was going to do all the blood in red ink, you know. And I said, "No, I'm not going to do that." But yeah, it can. We'll see where we're at. But right now hmm, you got me thinking now. Okay. So, do you guys think Will Smith should stop rapping? I actually listened to some of his new thing he put out, and I was like, yeah, he just needs to sit down. Period. Yeah, he does. Just like at that point, just like, dude, you got like a ton of cash, and you can retire and just disappear and just enjoy your freaking life. You know, like that's what I would. I mean, like you can be like Tom Cruise, where you're just constantly want to work and do that. You know, but if someone loves, because then it's like saying to someone that loves to draw and tell them to stop, retire, just stop. It's like telling someone that loves doing the craft of thing of something and just, but then at the same time, but with acting, it's like trying to stay relevant and trying to stay with the times. But with drawing, you know, or art, you know, you can bypass a lot of that. He needs to be like Tupac or Jada. Tupac or Jada will leave him. Yeah, Jada already. She fucked him over after the whole entanglement thing and the Oscars sit down. Buddy, you're cooked. Ain't nobody taking you seriously. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. The slap, doing that stuff. Jeez, like for real, you know. And she's like, screw that. I would have divorced her a long freaking time ago and be like, you know what? I'm out of here and I'm gonna go enjoy my millions and go enjoy my life. Do an anime binge. Watch every anime in the world. Read every manga that's ever created. You have that time now. That's what I would do if I were Will Smith. But that's just me looking through my own desires and what I do, and I don't know what Will Smith thinks. But yeah, he should sit down. Man, come on, man. Oh, that's what I'm gonna watch tonight. Well, I'm gonna read some of Yoshi's book, but we gotta. I'm gonna watch some Renowned Zero's channel when I jump off for a bit. But I think tonight, oh man, I want to make it a special night, kinda. It's Monday. What do you do on a Monday? You draw. Make sure Seven's eyes are looking right on. I know, he can color in his hair and stuff. He's answering a question. I'm gonna go. It's my last day in Japan, so I gotta walk. Yeah, yes, go. Why are you here? I mean, I enjoy you being here, but why are you here? Go have fun. You're in Japan. And like, dude, I like what you're doing. You're cool and all, but dude, I'm on vacation. Go. You're supposed to be enjoying that trip. Explore, man. You're there. I want to be there. So do I. I'm getting international sales book stuff ready for Japan and Canada and all that stuff. So, so do I. I want to go to Japan. But have fun for us, Yoshi. That's what's up. Fuck yeah. What's going on, art enjoyer? With Clippy Riz is so tough. Went with Clippy Riz. How are you doing? Good. Good. I was here the entire time. You were. Well, hello. I didn't mean to miss you. I'm so sorry if I did. My bad, art enjoyer. But hello. How are you doing? Sleepful J. Hey. You got here. Fuck yeah. How are you doing tonight? Um uh I'm gonna be on for 14 more minutes. It's going to be on that 2 hour mark, and I gotta go handle some things real quick, and then go watch some Renowned and go read some manga from Yoshi. What did I put for a thumbnail? I'm trying to think. I forgot. I'm trying to think. Oh, the nibs. Yes. Yeah, that was just sharing the experience. Nib graveyard surrounded by drawings. The fallen soldiers. the fallen ones, but they fought valiantly, bravely. So I'll keep them laid to rest. I think I'll keep those nibs forever. Like kind of like so like when I'm gone and shit, those nibs will still be there, kind of thing, you know. Press F to pay respects. Say I draw this comfy couch behind Sevens or this pillow. Would you ever sell your manga? Oh, of course. That's what one of the plans is to start doing conventions as well and book signings, book clubs, conventions, all that stuff. So yes, definitely, definitely. Even like have original art and all that stuff. I would really like to get my truck fixed. I'm fixing it myself and just put in a new transmission or like really fix it and then so it's like ready for convention like travel. You know, it's like built specifically for that. It's an old S10. I love working on those. I appreciate that. They would appreciate that. The nibs. Yeah, I want to go to Japan. I want to go see that place and enjoy the food and the people, the culture. Be respectful, not be like Johnny Somali, like an asshole, and then end up in a locked up. You know, I mean, he messed up a lot of stuff in other people's countries and stuff, but like it's like have respect. You know, like you're somewhere like I don't care if you're in a person's house, like have some kind of respect, or unless you're like a freaking animal trapped in a human body or something like that. That kind of conscience, like animal conscience, kind of like not aware of shit, just kind of just existing. Like it's so dumb going to someone's country and just acting like a damn fool. All right, we're gonna let that dry, do some erasing, and then come back. It's like one thing I'd love to see is seeing my manga in Japan or in another country and someone takes a picture of it, you know, at a landmark or something. Like that would be cool. We're sitting here knocking it out the ballpark, and yeah, got a space in. Hmm. we got 8 more minutes, and we're doing pretty good. But when I take my break and do what I need to do, then I will. Of course, I'm gonna be doing some late night drawing, as always, because got to. These pages will not draw themselves. So yeah, you know, we got this. So yeah, looking very ominous. Kind of. I've been told once, good luck on scanning all your picture images. And I kind of laughed about it. 'Cause it definitely was a lot of images to scan in. I said, yeah, it's a lot. But it's good to kind of like segment it. So like when you're, as soon as you get finished, just scan them in. 5 pages, 10 pages at a time. Instead of doing all over 200 pages, you know? You don't want that. But yeah, if you guys are new here, like and subscribe if you'd like. Every little bit counts and helps. And I will have to be shooing the manga here in a bit. It's almost 9:30, and we're pushing the 2 hour mark. So in 10 minutes, I'm gonna call it. Okay, you guys, because I gotta go handle some things. And then go. You'd right. You know, you guys don't want to hear it again. You guys know. But animation and stuff, yes, I love animation. All that. Hmm. So, yeah, he's looking pretty ominous to the top of his hat as well. And then we need to fix that. Before we do, I'm be carefully go in the center of his face here and just slightly erase without touching the ink, or else it's gonna look nasty and smear. I could wait and dry, but it's my impatience right now. And I don't want to hit the feather duster, or else it's gonna, you know, smear it. And then we can go ahead and do a little bit of sevens here too. Yeah. Let that dry bit. We'll come back over with an eraser, but we'll be able to do it in 5 minutes, maybe, if it dries fast enough. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll hit some of the edge of her dress to kind of help emphasize the lamp, the shading on from the lamp. And it's like really fine little careful touches of the black, so you're not doing too much. Just kind of like hit it, hints of highlights and shadows. It also like brings, that depth and that sense of like some weight to it. Yeah. All right, everyone. I think we're doing pretty good, and I'm gonna go ahead and work on these other pages. But oh, first do something. Shit, you guys know. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Probably take a short break and go do stuff and do stuff and more stuff. But before I go, I must. You guys know I have to do this. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, there you are. All right. So I'm gonna call it a night. But before I go, you guys check out Under God, Volume One, and you can get it here at angelsoftherenaissance.com. You can get physical and the digital for $10. But of course, shipping and handling is included for that. Volume 2, we're going to have physical soon as I can get the rest of what I'm doing, completed. And yeah, I'm working on getting the physicals for that and physicals for Volume 3 in the future as well. So yeah, you guys come check out angelsofrenaissance.com and you can follow me here on these other platforms. And if you'd like I said, come check out Under God, Volume 1 and Volume 2, available out now. You got 252 pages here for $10 plus shipping and handling. And same with the digital, and the Volume 2 is at 278 pages, but of course, when the physicals come out, it's going to be 281. So, again, you guys go check out Under God, Volume 1 and 2, available at angelsofrenaissance.com. Alright, so I had to chill, so yes. Check out my manga. We're representing, and so yes, we're gonna have more of this games and all that stuff. Bring out the good stuff. So, anyways, you guys have an awesome fucking night and get some rest. Enjoy your Monday night. And thank you. And you guys go check out Renown Zero. Good night, you guys.